see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Looking for a crease to the left. Got the first down and more. Right midfield, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
So the Troy Trojans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Back to throw, it's Hollins. Makes the catch, it's Wallace. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have. Sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to pass. It's Hollins. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Troy!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own. There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time. 2nd and 6.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. A 3rd down try for the offense. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. we asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air, using his legs to buy some time. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quickly out to the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Back to throw, it's Hollins. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Gonna look downfield again. And that's gonna fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Off play action on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. The Hurricanes look to do some damage in the red zone. Back to the ground game on the left. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He now has 53 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes! Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
From from the gun. Running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's McFarland. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Offense, quick tempo. Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Leaves it with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? They're going to run it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Keeps looking downfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Oh, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Hollins. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it near midfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, running back on the move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Trojans want to move quickly. To the air, it's Hollins. Flips it out on the screen. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. 4th down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The inside handoff. tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Canes are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Snagged in the middle, it's Carr. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Hurricanes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Quick completion to the right. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! A great catch and run for 6.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hollins. Right on the money. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Fires on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
To the air, it's Hollins. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more...
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. At the 45, on his way.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Creates a little room. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Makes the catch. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Miami.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Holland. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Throws to the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On the move. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was